Hi, my name is Hazel from Hazelnutty Games, and welcome to WoW Pet Battles. Today, I'm going to show you my 2-pet strategy for reliably defeating Hyuna of the Shrines. This method lets you get lots of XP on your latest leveling pet, along with a delicious goodie bag. Let's meet the team. Up first is Glitterbug, my celestial dragon. You need 150 unique pets to unlock this guy, which isn't super challenging if you tend to grab wild pets. We're going to set his abilities to Flamethrower, Ancient Blessing, and Starfall. Next, we have a Wildhammer Gryphon Hatchling, who I've cleverly named Moogaboo. This is not the Blizzard store pet, but it's a wild pet that's available in the Twilight Highlands. We are going to set his abilities to Peck, Slicing Wind, and Liftoff. The last pet is going to be your Leveler. I personally prefer to power level pets up to level 20 in Dragonblight before I take them to the Pandaria trainers, but you can squeeze in a lower pet if you are lucky. Today, I'm going to bring along my Infinite Whelpling. We're going to put our leveling pet in our first slot. Make sure you are wearing your safari hat, and let's rock and roll. Alright. Let's do it! Perfect. So we've got the leveling pet in the first slot so that we can get one hit in on him and then just get out of there. We're going to use, just use whatever. This one should do a tiny bit of damage. No problem. He is in good shape, and I'm going to switch him right out of there. So you're going to want to bring in your Celestial Dragon first. And we're just going to use him to take out as much of the enemy team as humanly possible. We're going to do that by keeping Starfall going, Ancient Blessing on cooldown, and then just otherwise wear him down with Flamethrower. The reason why this works is you can see we're kind of, we're resistant to his damage here. We're going to be doing a lot of consistent healing with his ability, and because Flamethrower ticks over time, even when you're using your rounds to do things like Ancient Blessing and Starfall, you are still going to be doing damage to the enemy pet. So, that's going to work out just fine. Let's see here. So we've taken a little bit of damage, but we're going to be recovering that over time. Ancient Blessing actually has a surprisingly small cooldown. It's only 3 rounds, and it increases your overall maximum health too, which is really handy. It's also going to heal your backline pet, so if your leveling pet happened to take like a scary chunk of damage and has a dot on him like this one does, it's actually going to heal him back up, which is really nice. So you can see her initial Firefly is down. She's always going to start with that, so this plan should work just fine. He's now brought out his Fangor. The thing that Fangor does, he's really fast. He's got this burrow ability that's just one of the normal dives. And you are not going to be able to get away from that on Glitterbug, but that's why we brought a pet with Liftoff in it. But we're still going to cycle through these abilities and try and get him down as much as humanly possible before Glitterbug goes down. Because the 2 pets that are carrying this fight are level 25, they don't need to survive for any reason so long as you do not let your leveler pet die and you win the fight, obviously. Alright, so we've gotten down to about half, and we're still in good shape. It's very difficult to outspeed this pet just because his speed score is 350, and that's just really high. Wouldn't worry about that. A flying pet will have a slight advantage because, of course, you're extra speed when you're above half health. Alright, we're still kicking. This is a little bit of a slightly longer strategy because of the heals. A lot of strategies involving things like crabs and turtles, healing rain, and damage resistance. They work really well, but they take a really long time. This one's kind of in the middle as far as the time it takes. Alright, so he finally took us out, but he's almost dead. He's actually probably going to burn to death. We are now going to bring out our Wildhammer Gryphon Hatchling. So the Gryphon Hatchling can lift off in order to get out of the way of the burrow. I'm going to do that right off the top now anyways, just to get out of his way so he doesn't do any more damage than absolutely necessary. That was kind of bad timing, because I was about to miss with that anyways, but he actually burned to death, and now I've just taken out half the health of the remaining pet. This is looking wonderful. All of our remaining moves are now strong against the turtle. We should be able to DPS him down before he can do too much healing. This is a really defensive pet. He's got the healing wave and the shell shield. His only source of damage is Headbutt. Headbutt is actually going to do less damage to us because we're flying, which is why we picked this pet. And our moves are going to absolutely destroy him before he can really mitigate too much. He is toast. We have won. That took no time at all. We got a ton of experience on our little leveler there. And we had a fantastic time. Let's see what we got in our bag. Bag. I want a rusty pet cage and some bandages. That's pretty standard. You can get battle pet stones out of these. I have it happen usually about once a day when I do all of the trainers. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please remember to subscribe if you liked this. I put up new pet battle videos every week and a whole bunch of other stuff on my channel. It's a grand old time. Fun stuff happens on my Facebook and Twitter too. Links for those are in the description. Happy pet battling and have a wonderful day.